All right, another week done. It's Saturday. We're going to get you back into the dog park. We're going to use FSD, CFR AI Student Driver FSD Supervised 12.5.6.3 can get us there safely. It's the back roads. It's nothing truly difficult, but you never know. When you're got the randomness of driving, just that number is huge. All the things that could possibly happen. This is not an easy thing for Tesla to do. So we're gonna get some repetition. I think this will be a weekly occurrence where we just let Chewbacca stretch his legs and let our AI student driver do the same. So without further ado, let's get to it. Oh, well, take me to Beverly Kaufman Dog Park. All right, we've got the navigation set. It knows where we're going. It's not too terribly far. And let's see how it handles it. There's a lot of chatter, right? I mean, we're in that sunrise area. Sunrise and sunsets, typically the glare blinds the cameras, especially this front camera. There is jingle bells every time we hit a turn signal. I don't know if that's new or not. I've never noticed it before, but we're rocking with it. And we're moving. So yeah, we got Santa mode engaged. It's a pretty cloudless morning. Sunrise is happening as we speak, but we're kind of driving away from it, so I don't expect it to be too much of an issue. But there is some validity to that a lot of the disengagements occur, where the car forces the human to take over, is around that sunrise sunset times. Sunset when individuals are driving into the west, sunrise when individuals are driving into the east. I don't know. That would those jingle bells are annoying as fuck. But I'm not a Christmas person, so it's not terrible. I guess it's just unexpected Christmas cheer. So yeah, as of right now, everything is smooth. We've got our screen change indicating it's probably sunrise now. And it's just our AI student drivers come such a long way. I think I started with 11.3.3 after I but ended up purchasing the actually we did subscribe with the Model Y. We subscribed to FSD, and then when we got the Model X, we just purchased it outright. So the subscription kicked in. It really did take about a couple of weeks for us to get the software, downloaded, and it was just a treat, right? And 11.3.3 is so muit different than what we've got with this build right here. I mean, 11.3.3 couldn't handle cul-de-sacs. It was like, nah, you got to handle that, bro. U-turns in particular, it was very bad at complicated four-way stops. The blinking yellow lights here in the great state of Texas, where you could be on a highway going 80. Uh-oh. For some reason, we are driving way below the speed limit here. I'm not sure exactly why. So we're gonna give it a little bit of the accelerator. This is weird. I don't know why it chose to do that. So we kicked it up, hit the accelerator press, no big deal. report just in case. Well, coming out of that light there, we didn't really go past 20 miles an hour. We're on a 45-mile-an-hour road. Report. So we got that reported. We keep it moving. All right, we're almost there, Chewbacca. Pretty sure he just broke wind. It did not smell pleasant. So we're gonna engage the biodefense mode here for a second. That was pretty bad, Chewie. It's okay. We're almost to the duck part. Biodefense mode might be one of the most underrated features, especially if you've got an animal in the car. It's already clear. I like it. I guess we can turn off biodefense mode. Oh wow, we've got some really interesting construction here. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. We got barrels separating the two lanes. I would say our AI student driver has handled that pretty decently. Well, I don't know, I would have rather not hit that, but it's okay. It's okay. We made it through. These back roads are going through some significant construction, piece by piece. The growth back here in Katy never ceases. Recirculating, so that smell definitely came from inside the cabin. I hate to blame you, but I know it wasn't me, Chewie. Either way, we've got the sunrise to our back. It's that type of glare that would probably knock out a camera, right? The camera not understanding what it's seeing. So, but as of right now, we're still driving. It's not the front camera, which I think is the main reason why we would disengage. So we'll see what it's like on the way back. Four-way stop. We handled it perfectly. So the only real problem we had was after that right turn at the signal intersection there, we didn't pick up speed to 45 miles an hour for some reason. I don't know why. We just gave it the accelerator press and kept going. So no disengagement necessary, but definitely some human interaction needed to get us. I don't know what the computer was thinking, but hopefully the Tesla team can get some of that good old data and remedy the issue. Really excited to see what version 13 brings. I would issue a warning, a little bit of caution. We have no idea what version 13, something that's going to be AI 4, centric, right? This will be the first time we see the true capabilities of what the AI 4 chip can bring. Will it be a significant step change? I know from version 11 to version 12 it was, and that was when they incorporated end-to-end. End-to-end is now on city streets and highways, but now we're gonna have models that are just orders of magnitude larger than the AI, what AI 3 could bring you. I wouldn't make any decisions. Like if you're on the fence of whether or not FSD is going to be solved by 2026, you probably should check out what version 13 has to offer. What setbacks, what progress, what regressions, before you make any significant decisions on whether or not to invest heavily in Tesla or short Tesla heavily. This will be my indicator. The initial capabilities of version 13 will be able to tell us a lot, and the confidence of the Tesla AI team moving forward, right? So I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You gotta think that they're testing this larger model with some individuals, maybe not the early beta testers as of yet, but they're seeing something that and they're making managerial decisions based on what they're seeing right now, right? And their anticipations. Like, obviously things can change. There's something that gives them confidence that they will be unsupervised by, they said Q2 2025, by the end of Q2 2025. So we throw, even if it's sometime in 2026, right? Unless they're just so off the mark that they're like, nah, this problem's unsolvable, I'm gonna be pretty patient with this team, because they're trying to achieve something that's never been done before in this respect, right? We're talking about inference computers and cameras, neural nets and cameras driving people around. This is see, we got the sunrise to our immediate left. It is blinding me, but the car is still moving. We're not heading that way, obviously, but I don't know. I haven't had a sunrise sunset disengagement since 12.5.4.2. So we've arrived. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the vehicle to park us. And we'll get Chewbacca to evacuate his bowels. I know that's what you want, right? All right. Depending on how much juice this camera's got left, I'll either be back or I won't. Let's see how it handles this glare from the sunrise. Chewbacca had a pretty good day at the dog park, stretching his legs, getting some running. We've got some extreme glare from the sun here. It is quite possible that we've entered a angle from the sun that does not prohibit. It's a little higher than maybe normal sunrise, but no stoppage. Like I said, since 12.5.6.3, I have yet to have a moment where we were stopped because I thought the sun might be blinding the cameras. But no, I wanted to just put that, I mean, it was maybe 20 minutes ago. Maybe it would have been a more interesting test of sorts, but again, like I've said before, I haven't had this glare stop us driving east on sunrises, nor west for sunsets. Granted, the sun is setting a lot earlier, the sunrises are happening a lot later, so I imagine seasonally, those disengagements more than likely will decline. Or they've been remedied, you know? So I'm not sure how much juice is left in this camera, but yeah, I just really wanted to capture. We got a cloudless day. Sunrise just occurred probably about 20 minutes ago. But still, the cameras more than likely are being blinded, yet we still have FSD engaged. But as of course, all right, so now the car thinks I am not paying attention. So I'm gonna hit the steering wheel a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, I am paying attention, car. Trust that. The sun might be impacting the driver monitoring system, which is quite possible as well too. Like, it's the second time it's telling me to keep my hands on the wheel. It probably can't see, or maybe I'm just riding too low, I don't know. Just sit up a little bit. For some reason it is definitely impacting the driver monitoring system driving into the sun, or, you know, east-ish. Let's just call it east-ish. It says attention monitoring active now. I guess it wasn't active. Interesting. Yet it did not stop the vehicle. I think it definitely probably played a part in the attention monitoring, but now it says it's active. It gave me a notification. So that's cool. 4-way stop, solid. While we deal with the shenanigans of full self-driving, right? Regardless, there's no other company on the planet that allows. One of the comments that were made in one of the X spaces last night, I think it was the Tesla Q space. I like going in there and seeing what they're saying and whether or not what they say holds water for me. There's always kernels of truth, but I think they take an extreme pessimistic view on many of these things that Tesla is trying to achieve, which is, in my opinion, just gargantuan Herculean tasks that, you know, most people would be like, no, that's a fool's errand, don't do that. We're coming up on this construction site here. Looking good, looking solid. But what was I gonna say before the construction distracted me? It was important too. I'd like to remember what I was saying. Ah, yes. The comment came up that, you know, one of the bulls had said it's giving him his time back. I would argue against that. My time is still focused on supervising the car. That's not my time back. But what it does do is it gives me my energy back. So at this stage of the game with a supervised Tesla FSD, I guarantee you it gives you your energy back. There is nothing quite like having the car drive itself. It is a very gateway relaxer, right? Eventually you will get your time back when you in the cyber cab. Of course, there's no steering wheel or pedals. You're letting the car do all of the driving, liability is going to be on, you know, the manufacturer. Essentially, I'd imagine there's going to be some ironing out of a liability here, but point being, you're not necessarily. Oh God, that was one hell of a pothole. Good golly molly. But we keep it moving, and hopefully that isn't too damaging. We probably need to take out some of these tires anyway. We at least probably need a couple tire change. Anyway, your time isn't being given back just yet, but your energy for damn sure is you're being rewarded with your energy if you've engaged Tesla FSD. And you get to you don't want to get to a laissez-faire attitude toward the car, right? You don't want to just let it do bad things, and you could see it doing bad things. You don't want to do that. And in some areas it might not be beneficial. Oh, it definitely, probably, and as I say it, I probably should have stopped the car, because we definitely ran that red light to the left. So, report, we all need to pay a little bit closer attention, right? Because that's not the car's fault, that's my fault. If a cop pulls me over, I'm not saying, well, the system did it, sir, blame Elon. No, that is ridiculous. I am in control of what this vehicle does. If it runs a red light, that's on me. Right? I'm not gonna turn myself in or anything, but I guess I'm video recording. Anyway, regardless, the onus is on me. But you gotta make sure you're paying attention. The software isn't feature complete yet, so it isn't even, we can't even reverse. We can't do all the things necessary that would make this thing a viable situation for you to get your time back yet. But I have a feeling we're fast approaching it, regardless of whether or not we have an increased take rate of FSD, regardless of how many vehicles that we will sell, we won't sell. None of that matters. With time, FSD, in my personal opinion, will be solved. And once it is solved, it's going to revolutionize the way we get around based on its scale. And it's, on every one of Tesla's vehicles being produced at the moment has an AI4 hardware inside the vehicle. Exactly what we're riding around in Panda. In a year's time or so, there will be an AI5 hardware inside all, it'll definitely start in the Cybercabs first, but eventually it will spread to the sexy lineup. And no matter how good our transportation system is, whether it be public transportation or private, and we've got a lot of, like I look at Japan, and we have an excellent transit system over there, but they still use cars. I have a feeling it'll be a very similar situation when Cybercabs reach 1 million per annum. All right, but I guess that's it. If the camera's still going, so be it. If not, if it cut off, be easy. Peace.
Cross the line every night, every climb ain't high enough.